Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to my favorite video to do in the month. It is the decks I got in August. Today is September 1st, 2024. I got 12 decks in the month of August. I don't know what was going on. September 2nd, tomorrow, is my birthday. So I tend to get a lot of decks right before my birthday. I purchase, and it's basically what I did. I do have a few coming in September, but not really a whole lot of that I want. Now, can say the same for for August. There was only one or two I was anticipating, and then I happened to randomly see other decks that I was like, oh, I need that in my collection, and I bought them, which is how I went up with 12. And then I got one that it's an indie. I think it's the only indie in here that I pre-ordered months and months ago, and I just got it this month, or in August. So to start off, though, I'm going to show you a book I got. So I don't know if you remember back in April, and I'll post a link for that video below if I remember. I'm sure I'll remember. Because I got a deck. I went to Tulsa to visit my daughter, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I got a deck called Ancient Mysteries, and it's basically a pip deck, but it is all images of statues of Greek gods and goddesses. Well, I just found out last week that there's a book for it, like an extra actual book that breaks down everything, and I'm like, oh, and it was like $8. I bought it. So it's the Ancient Mysteries Tarot, Keys to Divination and Initiation by Roger Calverley. It goes into detail about the history of ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, and I'm like, I'm here for it. It's a smaller print, and it's a good amount of pages, so it's quite thick. 254 pages. No, that's all the guides stuff, the summary and stuff. So it's technically, it's the appendix. That's what I meant. 247 pages. It breaks down numerology, which for some reason here lately I'm into. It's got a couple pictures of the book in there. I mean, the deck in it. I'm trying to find them right now, right here. So I'm sure you remember that deck that I showed you guys. And it goes into the majors. But I thought that was super interesting. I love anything Egyptian. I love anything Greek mythology. More so the Greek mythology than the Egyptian, but I still love all that history stuff. So I think that's going to be an interesting read. I have started it. I just haven't. I actually found another book I read in the meantime that was a loaner from a friend, and I hurried up and read that real quick so I could give it back to them. So anyway, that's the book I bought for tarot in the month of August. So the rest is all decks. And we're going to start with the first deck I got in the month, which came out in May, and I didn't know it came out in May. I thought it was still not out yet, but it is the Supernova Tarot by Los Garabeo. I fell hard for this deck. This is a typical, no, 7 of Wands. It's my card of the month. It's the typical 2-part box of theirs. It's the glossy, larger card stock. It looks like the backs are reversible. Between the hats and the shoes in this deck, look at that. This deck makes me laugh so freaking hard. Look at the hat. Panama Jack reminds me of. Anyway, yeah, I love this deck so hard. It was so fun and playful, and it also has on the minors, the majors, is it just the majors? Maybe just the majors. The planetary, or the zodiac symbol, so it's Cancer for Chariot. I love it to pieces. Yeah, it may just be, yeah, it's just on the majors. I feel hard for this deck. I did not think I would. I got it in the mail, and then I started playing with it, and I'm like, oh my god. I love it. I look at these cowboy boots. I love it so hard. Trying to show you my favorite card in here. I love this Nine of Pentacles. Let me see if I can find them real quick. My Wheel of Fortune, my favorite card in there. Love it. There's the Eight of Swords right next to it. Love it. And then the Tower in here is just stunning. Look at this Moon card. Gorgeous. I freaking love it. Look at his freaking boots. Like, come on. Stunning. And then this dude reminds me of Austin Powers. It's so awesome. So freaking awesome. I don't have it in here. So let's look over here. I just want this deck. I want this. Oh, here it is. Love this Tower card too. It cracks me up. And it's the fact that shoes are a big deal in this deck. And then the Tower is a high-heeled boot that breaks. It's phenomenal. Anyway, this is the Supernova Tarot. Even walking through it with you guys here now, I'm giggling because it's hilarious. I don't know why. Anyway, that's the Supernova Tarot. Next deck I got in the mail was the White Newman Tarot by Liminal 11, and I only bought this. Okay, so this has been a deck that's been on my list for a long time. Along with one I got for July, which was the Del Sol, whatever tarot. Comes with a hardback book. Most of their decks do. I'm conflicted because I love this Luna Del Sol. I love the cardstock. The very first deck I got of theirs was the, oh my god, it just slipped my mind. I literally was just getting ready to say it. I just showed it the other day, for a matching pair deck. I started, edging this. I haven't finished yet. And it's like light purple to match the bluish backs. Anyway. I don't like the glossy cardstock, at all. I don't know why they keep going back and forth. The New Chapter Tarot, I love the cardstock on that. I love the cardstock on the Luna Soul. I don't know why they keep switching it. Stick with what works. This does not work. But this deck has been on my list for a long time. I just never got it because I was afraid the cardstock would be glossy, just like it was with the deck I trimmed. The This Might Hurt Tarot, I actually trimmed it because I wanted to work with it, and I just couldn't. I mean, I may be able to work with this one better. I don't know why. They're the same cardstock. But I detest the glossy cardstock. I do love this deck, but it came up for sale for $11, and I couldn't pass it up. I'm like, why would I not? This is the cheapest I'm ever going to see this deck with a hardback book. Yeah, I was never not going to find this cheaper. I mean, I'm either going to have to learn to live with the cardstock or trim it like I did the This Might Hurt, which is probably going to be what happens. But that's the White Newman Tarot. Next, we got decks that I had no idea existed. And it spoke to my past life soul. This one is the Tarot of the 1001 Nights. This is a Los Scarabeo tuck box deck. I've used this and the next one I'm going to show you a whole week straight together, and they were fabulous together. It's love the intricacy here. I love the reversal of the backs. This is basically a Persian Arabian type deck, and it speaks to that. I know I've had a past life as a Persian. I was a male. I was not a good person. I was a swindler and a cheat, and everywhere I went, I made enemies. And this deck, when I saw it, was like immediately, it's like I've been to these places in this deck. That's how familiar it felt. And that's how I know for a fact. If you have any kind of, I don't know why they're all jacked up. It's really irritating me because I don't like decks. I don't read reversals, so I don't like my decks all jacked up and turned around. And these are irritating me. So they're not previous to that. Why are these ones? Okay, but the artwork in this is so freaking fantastic. It's so intricate and beautiful. And this deck is stunning. Even if I didn't have a Persian... look at that. Just stunning. What do you call it? A Persian tie-in. I would want this deck just because it's so beautiful. So beautiful. It makes me think of Aladdin. And it's funny because I kept saying Persia, 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 and I'm like, Persia doesn't exist. It's not a real place anymore. But then I look it up, and I guess Persia became Iran in 1932, 34, somewhere in there. And I'm like, it makes sense if I had a past life previous to that time frame that I would call it Persia, because I don't know it as Iran. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. I love this here with the moon, the sun or moon, whatever you want to call it. It's just so stunning. And I'm like, I have no idea how I didn't know this existed, or that I've never seen it on anybody's channel. I was just like floored, because it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And so I immediately bought this as soon as I did see it on someone's channel for the first time. And then they actually showed another deck, and I'm like, how? Actually, this deck I saw first and bought it first, and then I saw the one I just showed you. This is the Yukoo Kyo Tarot. Now, this one is a pip deck. But I love Japanese art, and I think it's because, again, to me, there's a familial tie-in that I'm unaware of or haven't uncovered yet. This is a smaller cardstock. Okay, so this is a smaller Lo Scarabeo cardstock. This is even smaller. Look how much smaller that is. Crazy. And this is actually a U.S. Games deck. I love the cardstock. Almost feels indie quality. It's got that little shimmy. It has every minor has the tie-in to what it would be in playing cards. So if you're coming off of playing cards in the tarot, this would be a great deck for that. It even gives you the information in Japanese in the corner, what the card is. And I love it. I love the coloring in it. I love the imagery. I love the majors are gorgeous too. And like I said, it is a pip deck, but the majors in it, look at that queen. The queens in this are stunning. I love the intricate detail in the backgrounds of the queens. It's stunning. Love the dragonfly. My foot is itching really bad. Look at that. Gorgeous. Just stunning. Look at that. Gorgeous. Look at that moon. Stunning. Anyway. Yeah. Look at the devil. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous deck. I love it to pieces. And I used this with the 1001 Nights for a week straight. And they were chef's kiss together. I don't know. I can't explain it. But they were magic. So that is the Yukoo Tarot. Yeah, and I will be probably pulling those out. Tomorrow, I think, is when, oh my god, I can't remember her name. Rochelle from Amethyst Ascension. I'm sorry, and my mind just broke for a second. I forgot your name. We've actually been talking over the weekend, so it's interesting that I forgot. Anyway, she's starting a live, or starting a thing tomorrow, on my birthday for past lives, and it's just interesting that those two decks showed up. What was that on my, showed up in my periphery, or whatever you want to call it, right as I was like, oh yeah, I need to do this. So I found that interesting. Next, we have a whole bunch of playing cards. So we have the Illuminated Tarot. This is a Clarkson Potter Publishing. It's a giant deck. Most of their decks are like this. They're giant. They're rubbery. I don't like the cardstock at all. It's the backs. And then I like this one, though, despite the cardstock. It's better than the White Newman Tarot cardstock, just FYI. It has the tie-in for the majors and the minor in the card. So this is the Seven of Wands, or the Seven of Swords. Seven of Spades. But in Tarot, it would be Seven of Swords, and it's the Chariot. Because, of course, it's the 7. Which is number 7 on Chariot. Anyway, I find that very fascinating. And I love playing cards. So, yeah. This is gorgeous. I love it to pieces. I can't tell you anymore. It's a gorgeous deck. Despite the cardstock. If you're learning tarot, or you're learning the tarot in reversal to playing cards, this would be a great deck for that. It's gorgeous. It's 54 cards. It's just like a playing card deck, but it's got all the tarot in it, which I found fascinating. So that was the Illuminated Tarot, and it's like $15 on Amazon. Next we have the Portals of the Open Portals playing cards. I saw these 2 decks that are getting ready to show you on somebody's channel that did all playing cards, and I'm like, I need that in my life. They're gorgeous. These are all different. This is by James R. Eads. So if you can't afford any of his other decks, this was $25. So it's kind of expensive for a playing card deck, but it's well worth it. Every card is different artwork. Every card has a different saying on it, or a portal on it. And I just freaking love it. I love that Queen of Wands here with the flower. And then the next deck I'm going to show you, I think she has the black cat in her. The Queen of Wands. Or the Queen of Clubs. Or Queen of Clubs. Anyway, that was the Open Portals cards, and they're gorgeous. Next we have I actually just got these yesterday. Just did a walkthrough of it. The Kata's Almanac playing cards. Each card, and there's the backs, gorgeous. This is volume 6. They all have sayings on them, but they all have the artwork mixed into the cards. And I freaking love it. Freaking love it. Summer turnaround. You also have a winter, or November and a December card. So I'm wondering if the first 5 volumes have 2 months in them also. Look at that. Gorgeous. 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 Just stunning cards. Stunning playing cards. If you're a playing card collector, these 2 should be in that collection, because they are magnificent. Anyway, and those are the 2 I saw in the girl's video where she was showing off all her playing cards. I'm like, how do I not have these? Anyway, and I immediately bought them. So, yeah. Next one is a deck I saw years ago. It's a bicycle, the Fay playing cards. I saw this on The Truth and Story a long time ago when I bought my Edgar Allan Poe playing cards. This is gorgeous, though. The quartz in this are stunning. It is just a typical playing card, but with the different symbols of the Fae. Look at that. Yeah. Just stunning. Stunning, stunning deck. Stunning. I think it's gorgeous. And it bumps right up against my, what do you call it? There's the Queen of Swords. Gorgeous. And there's the flower. And it's a cat for the Queen of Wands. Gorgeous. Bumps right up against my Virgo-ness, I think, with the grounded and earthiness. Gorgeous. So that's gorgeous. So we have 3 decks left. Next would be the Witch's Familiar Oracle. Everyday Witch's Familiar Oracle. This is a Llewellyn deck. I don't have the other 2. I didn't ever want the other 2. I just wanted this one. And it's stunning. And I love it to pieces. And the cards are huge. Huge cards. But look, right on top is the reason I wanted this deck. So stunning. So stunning. I have nothing bad to say about this deck. It's all animals. It's all good. It's all beautiful. It's all the time. It's stunning. Stunning cards. I love it. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. I pulled this guy like 4 times from this deck, which is weird. Because I'm not a water person. Anyway, that is the Everyday Witch's Familiar Oracle. And it's stunning, and I love it to pieces. 2 to go. The next one, I hope I don't run out of time here. I put it in this pouch with a raven on it. Gorgeous. And it is the Heartwood Tarot. I love it to pieces. These are the backs. I love everything. Adam Oler's and oh my god, I can never remember her name. It's Adam Oler's artwork. They're stunning. They make a good team. The deck is beautiful. I love it to pieces. I have all of their decks. I just don't have the many of the Oak Ash and Thorn. It's the only one I don't have. I have the Oak Ash and Thorn, the original, so when it was on Kickstarter. So I have all the decks. They're just stunning. And I don't hardly use them just because they're so beautiful. I do try to intend to use them more. I have, look at him, stunning, King of Cups. I have used the Smoke, Ash, and Embers more this year. Just because of all the dreams I had about dragons. That's a whole other video for a whole other time. But I love this deck to pieces. Nothing bad I can say about their work. It's just stunning. They are quite the pair. So the last deck, and the one I just got, it is the Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic Tarot. Again, I can't say nothing bad about this deck. This is also a Clarkson Potter Publishing, but it is a different cardstock. It's a better cardstock. That's the little thing that goes with it. Little beautiful little matte cardstock. I did a pairs video yesterday with it. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say. The deck that I chose to, I put a poll out there to use it with either the Crow Tarot or the Rosebud Tarot. I decided to go ahead and use the Crow Tarot just because the borders, they seem more aligned, even though this deck is much bigger than both of those decks. So this coming week, I will be using this deck with the Crow Tarot. And the Universe Has Your Back Oracle, which is stunning with both of them also. But yeah, this is, it shocked me. I forgot this was coming out. I knew it was on my wish list. And then forgot it came out this month. I think it was August 8th that came out. And I pulled this multiple times too from this deck. And 6 of Swords is haunting me. But yeah, it's a gorgeous deck. It's the last tarot deck I got in the month of August. So that's all the decks I got in August. 12 decks. That's crazy because only, I don't think I was anticipating any of them. They just happened to come into my collection in the month, or they became affordable for me to buy, or I became aware of them in the month. So there was nothing I was actually anticipating. Now there are 3 I'm anticipating in September, not including indies or Kickstarters that are out there that should be coming in at some point in the latter half of the year. But that's all the decks I have. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.